I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
This is the Dark Center Mafia Power Hour. Today we're taking a look at the Radical Comics Free Comic Book Day edition. They put Free Comic Book Day super small on this.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to want to take a look at this?
I've had it in my boxes forever and I've never taken a look inside, and I finally took a look inside and saw it was full of super cool artwork.
Okay. So what is this? Like a sampler, or because I haven't read it yet?
It's like a pinup book.
Oh, okay.
Of various different like artists and like stories and stuff, I guess.
Okay. The images on the front are fairly cool. I don't know that I really like this one or this one as much as this one, but
yeah,
this is still pretty decent. They don't really seem to go together though.
No.
Did you read the foreword?
I did not.
Okay. So the first page appears to be an ad.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's an ad for Shrapnel is what it looks like. Or is this... Oh, okay. It's an actual preview of the Shrapnel, so we should probably say who did it then. This is created by Mark Long and Nick Sagan, written by M. Zachary Sherman, and illustrated by Bagus Hutomo. So the written by part, it has under it SOCOM SIL Team 7.
Interesting.
Yeah. The most interesting thing about this is that this just looks like an ad to go buy something.
Yeah.
Which I guess it is in a way.
Right.
But not in the way you'd expect it to look, you know? Huh. So what are you thinking about this double page spread?
I think the art style is a little bit muddy. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on. They
needed to actually put some bold lines of some sort on the figures. I know this is supposed to be like a painterly style.
Yeah, painterly.
But it fells in the same way that all super digital renderings do once you put them on paper. This might look cool as hell on a computer screen.
Right.
But on actual paper, it's too busy, too muddy. Oh, okay. And that's like the whole ad for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Aladdin, Legacy of the Lost, written by Ian Edgington of Stormwatch and illustrated by Patrick Riley. So I find it funny that they put the names of what they're known for under some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Okay. So this just appears to just be two pinups.
Yeah.
Okay, so far I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly what this comic is that you chose.
Yeah, same here. I thought it was like just a pinup book. I didn't realize there was...
I think I would have preferred that, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this isn't a preview, and I know, they want you to read all this text, right?
Right.
But I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't if I were reading this for pleasure, and I'm not going to right now. Because show me what something's about. Okay, at least we get a little bit of sequential art with this one as well. Not bad. I'd say they're really leaning into that overly digitally rendered look for their brand, though.
Yeah.
It's not just like a single comic. This is, how it is, period.
I notice a lot digital artists, especially painterly digital artists, struggle a lot with values, and I feel like studying values a little bit more would help this art style a lot. Yeah.
Hercules, The Knives of Kush. This is a sequel to the hit miniseries. Was it a hit? I don't know. I've never heard
of
Hercules coming from Radical.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of depends on your definition of the word hit miniseries. That's what I would think. Written by Steve Moore, illustrated by Chris Bolson, and painted by Doug Soroy. I don't know. Maybe that's how you say it.
Yeah, something.
Apparently, this is designs from Jim Steranko in this particular one. You want to be able to tell, though. I kind of like that image.
I love his face there.
I don't know that it makes me want to buy the comic, but
Right? Oh my
also
god.
in this one, this looks like a giant ass beaver head with sharp teeth on his head. I know it's supposed to be a lion, obviously, and it looks like a lion right here.
Mm-hmm.
But this, it's like a beaver attacked his head, and that's why he looks so terrified. The actual line work in this one is better than what we've seen so far, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually created enough of an outline on the figures that you can make them out easily.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how I feel about the water effects.
It's not horrible.
Right.
But the one thing that I notice again and again with digital artists who want their stuff to look more realistic, digitally painted, is they usually, not always, but usually have some of the most boring layouts you can imagine for the panels.
Yeah, because they're trying to make it as realistic as possible instead of like being able to push the anatomy of a figure and make it more dynamic.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah, this one doesn't suffer from the same problems that earlier stories do as much.
Right.
But then there's some other things like this. I get what they're doing by painting all this color, but it doesn't look good. It might look good if they just left just the middle panel like that and then did,
Yeah.
But all of a sudden you have this guy fully painted and everybody else is just like 3 different shades that are used. And since there's no dialogue here, there's nothing to tell us anything, right?
Right.
That's a cool image. I like that.
Yeah, it is. I like all of the faces.
I hate the name of this, though.
Fz.
FVZA, Federal Vampire and Zombie Agency.
Oh.
Somebody's trying really hard to come up with something that's similar to the BPRD without...
Yeah.
It doesn't roll off the tongue the same way the BPRD does. Written by David Hine, who is apparently the writer on Civil War X-Men.
They couldn't have chosen a worse font to put there.
Oh, for the written by and illustrated?
Yeah.
Yeah, the name fonts are fine. Illustrated by Roy Allen Martinez, son of M, is what that particular artist is known for. Yeah, once again, I find it interesting. I'm sure that the other creators in this that were shown earlier have some credits that they were at least minorly known for before this. But overall, I like this image. It's a cool image. And this font is nice and easy to read. They just picked a really contrasting one for the written by and illustrated by.
Yeah.
But hey, we all fuck up on fonts. I mean, I know I have.
I like this image a lot.
Yeah, that's
both
cool.
Of them a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I like more as a pinup than I would as something actually related to a comic, though, because it's just like, it kind of looks like something I'd expect to see for a video game.
Right.
They're both cool images, though. I prefer to this one, though.
Same.
And
Weird little zombie.
one of the issues with them is that these are both from the same comic.
Right.
They don't appear like they go together. So a little bit more context with some dialogue balloons or something in these comics would go a long way, because I don't want to read the synopsis of things. I want you to show me what,
Yeah.
These images look nice. This is pretty cool painting.
Yeah, it is.
I like the fact they actually separated out their borders and their panels. They didn't do that well enough on any of the other comics that we've looked at so far.
Right.
And you can see this guy's up to some no good shit. I don't know what he's doing, but I get, he's got a bunch of demon masks. He's telling kids a bedtime story. Then he shows them a TV where a bunch of old cowboys are fighting zombies or vampires or something. I don't know.
Something. I don't know. It kind of feels like they took random pages from each of these comics and just kind of slapped them together.
That is what it seems like. Yeah, that was a problem with that image book we took a look at a while ago.
Yeah.
They didn't necessarily pick pages that would get you the most excited about something. They just kind of hey, the first 3 pages, which the first 3 pages should get you excited about something. Okay, this is my favorite one so far.
Yeah, I like this art
I like
style
this.
the most.
The Last Days of American Crime, created and written by Rick Remender, who at the time was apparently most known for Fear Agent. Rick Remender is a well-known name, though. I didn't know Remender did anything for this. What is this, Radical? Is that the name of this company? Yeah, Radical. Yeah. I didn't know that. It looks like they actually got quite a few big names. Illustrated by Greg Tocchini, who's the illustrator of 1602 A New World, which is the sequel that Neil Gaiman did not write, as far as I know.
Oh, I've never read that.
I don't think very many people did comparatively with 1602 because it wasn't written by Gaiman. I'm pretty positive it wasn't anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently we don't actually get a preview of this one, despite the fact this has the best looking art and it has Remender attached, who was probably the writer that was the most on the rise during this.
Yeah, that's BS.
And then we get something that looks like it was made for the first generation Xbox.
Yeah. This would go perfectly with like Perfect Dark or something.
I was thinking Parasite Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which PlayStation, I think, but still, you know what I'm saying. Hotwire Requiem for the Dead. I like the name. I hate the logo.
Yeah.
Written and illustrated by Steve Pugh, who sounds familiar to me, but they don't tell me why because there's nothing under it. Based on the story by Warren Ellis. So that's kind of interesting. Ellis came up with the story but didn't want to write it. I wonder why. Just selling an idea that he didn't know if he'd ever do anything with.
Yeah.
Oh, but we do get previews for this one.
I demand previews of that other one.
The other one was the one that interested me the most.
Yeah. Because this is such a weird, overly rendered art style that just meshes with all of the other art styles in this.
Don't like this one at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially her face right here.
Yeah, they over-saturated everything and over-rendered it to the point where it's kind of hard to look at and tell what exactly is happening.
It's hard to look at and it's boring.
Yeah. Which are, critiques you do not want to hear about your art.
No. Legends the Enchanted. Written and illustrated by Nick Percival. Dead of Night. No idea what that is.
Huh.
Okay. Is this company still around?
I'm not sure. I like the designs of these creatures.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, one of the problems with these type of companies, though, is they pop up and they get big names to do, like little side projects, or maybe the owner of the company came up with an idea. They need somebody else to carry it out or something. But they blow their budget getting these names.
Yeah, and then they implode on themselves.
It seems that way, yeah. Yeah, I don't know exactly what all these little companies are going for, but it's like they're trying to imitate either Image or Dark Horse is what it seems like. And it's like you're not actually going to be able to imitate either of those. You need to do your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for all I know, this company may still be around. I know they did publish quite a few things. Because I've seen their logo. I've just never read anything they did.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually opened a comic of theirs until now.
Yeah. Well, this is barely a comic, but
yeah,
I do like the way these guys look, though. Looks cool.
Yeah,
it's got like a little Red Riding Hood sort of thing going about it. That one looks decent. Oh, and I like this.
I really.
This is the first thing that actually looks different than everything else in here.
Yeah.
Not different than other things that we've seen in manga, though.
Right.
A guy with a creepy ass mouth on his hand is like so cliche in manga that,
Yeah.
Are there any of them that don't have that?
Right. And this is like, what, 2007?
Says it will be available in I think that says 2009, I think is what that's supposed to say.
2009, so this would have been around the era, like, Naruto Shippuden came around, Deidara, and then we have things like Parasite and stuff.
Okay. Still, though,
yeah.
Somebody having a creepy ass mouth on their hand is still creepy. So it works, right? I think this might be just a couple of years after Pan's Labyrinth too, where the guy had like the eyeballs on his hands and shit. So that sort of creepy body horror was like a thing at that point, right? So this is Incarnate, written and illustrated by Nick Simmons. And I am going to read this little paragraph really quick just because it caught my eye. Fans of the top-rated A&E show Gene Simmons' Family Jewels So I'm just going to stop right there and say that is a weird opener to what you're seeing here.
Yeah.
Know him as a spawn of the fire-breathing demon from the legendary makeup and thunder rock band Kiss. So this is Gene Simmons' son.
Oh.
This summer, comic fans will encounter Nick Simmons' breakout American manga comic book title, Incarnate. Okay, just going to pause there.
Calling
American manga is not a thing.
No.
For which he serves as creator, writer, and artist. Okay, I'm not going to read it past that point. Gene Simmons has created a few comics too.
Yeah.
They don't actually have anything to do with Kiss. Like IDW published this one, I think it was called Dominatrix. The idea was by Gene Simmons. Anybody probably could have came up with the idea because it's just like a dominatrix who runs around topless beating the shit out of guys.
Yeah. He also wrote a children's cartoon for his kids.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's called My Dad's a Rock Star. It's really cute, actually.
Yeah, so I don't think they're going to get the crossover celebrityness from this one that they think they will.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny to me when they let like quasi-celebrity or a celebrity just run with something because they think their name's going to mean so much, right? But like, you're not selling this comic at places where it's going to matter that's Gene Simmons' son.
Yeah.
Maybe if you were able to like rent a little pavilion outside of a Kiss concert, it might do you some good.
Yeah, something like that.
So then Oblivion, which doesn't look interesting to me at all.
No, I'd rather
City
play
of
the
Dust,
video game.
which also doesn't look interesting to me at all. This is apparently created and written by Steve Niles and illustrated by Brandon CHNG. Not sure how that's supposed to be said. A Philip Crome story. That might mean something if I knew who the fuck Philip Crome was. I'm guessing it's this guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, but we don't even actually get a preview on that one. Oh, this I would pick up. I didn't know that they actually published some of this.
What is this?
This is something that used to come out through Epic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know what it's about. I just know it's some of Arthur Sudium's Sweden, however you're supposed to say his name. Some of his earlier stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I've taken a look at a few of the pages that are in the old Epic editions. I don't know if this is just like an update of that or what, or if it's an actual sequel. But it looks interesting to me. It's something that I would check out. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Then we have the Lords of Misrule. No, not liking that one. So out of these, let's see here. Shrapnel was a no for me. What about for you?
It's a no.
Okay. Aladdin was a no for me. What about for you? Same?
It's a no.
Yeah. And they gave this one the biggest
much
preview.
Space.
Yeah. Hercules, I'm a little bit iffy on that one.
I agree that
Him getting his head eaten by a beaver while he's terrified.
Yeah.
I do like that page. Mm-hmm. I probably honestly wouldn't read this one though.
Yeah, I'd read it if it didn't have such an overly rendered art style. Like,
yeah.
I'd give it a chance, but seeing the value work here, how overly done everything is.
It's not even the art that's.
It's
not the line work, it's the coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this one would probably be a skip for me. I'm kind of on the fence, but I think even if I got it for cheap, I'd never actually get around to reading it.
Yeah.
This one has a name I hate, but I do like that image, and I like this one. This one I don't like as much for a comic, but I still think it's cool.
Right. I might give this.
And then I do actually like the look of most of this. Mm-hmm. So this one I would give it. I'd give a read on that one.
Yeah, I wonder if they just didn't put word balloons on it for like the art book and the actual comic has word balloons.
Well, I'd imagine.
I'd hope so.
I think that this, just because this is just like a preview book where they're trying to slam out as many of them into this as possible. The thing is, like, some of these having wildly different on sale dates like that. Next one being November 2009, and this being October 2009, and
yeah,
like there's a lot of spacing here, and this being Free Comic Book Day, this was something that came out in May, right? Mm-hmm. So I wonder if everything that's previewed in here even came out.
Oh.
This one, I want to see what the inside of it looks like. I like most of Reminder's writing. Definitely not all of it. But I like a lot of it. So I'm curious about this. I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I'd give it a try just on that art style. I really
This
like
is a big old skip for me.
Yep.
Yeah, this is probably the one that I would skip the hardest.
Yeah.
And then this, I might actually check this one out.
I like the designs in it a lot. I like the background work.
It does, just reading the first couple of sentences here. The characters from Fables set against a post-industrial backdrop, replacing horses with motorcycles and where monsters are real.
What?
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing sounding, right?
Yeah.
But it does tell me that this is supposed to actually be a Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
And I know that who wrote this is probably not who wrote the Cells copy.
Yeah.
So I would check this out. It does seem like Fables was hot at this time and they're trying to kind of tie it into it. It does seem like that, to a degree. But still, this looks cool. I'd give this one a try, at least. Mm-hmm. This is a big old skip for me because if the thing you're going to sell this on the hardest is the fact that Gene Simmons' son wrote it, what do I care if Gene Simmons' son wrote it?
Right? Give me something, worth noting.
Right? Fans of the top-rated A&E show Gene Simmons' Family Jewels. That might have been a top-rated show. Right. I never saw it. I did watch The Osbournes. I'm not going to go pick up a comic that's created by Jack. These two, both of these ads look like shit. Not going to check out either of those. You?
Nope.
Okay, and then this one I would check out. I already gave the reason for that. And it actually has nothing to do with the strength of this ad because this ad is not strong.
Yeah, I was surprised when you said you check it out. And then
it's only because I knew about it previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this...
I'd skip this.
I'd skip this, yeah. If it were just the warthog...
Right.
But this guy on his back... Yeah, I don't know about that.
I can't tell if that's a child or if it's like a
He's supposed to be like a businessman, I think.
Oh.
The Lords of Misrule. I think he's supposed to be like some Wall Street executive or some shit.
Oh, he kind of looks like Jigsaw without the makeup on, the puppet.
Right. So I'm guessing this one is from the Vampires and Zombies Federal Agency or whatever it was called.
Yeah, I wish that one was on the inside.
Yeah, you could easily tell who Hercules is and Aladdin. But this image isn't repeated and I'm not entirely positive which of the books that goes with.
Yeah.
This image I would have actually liked to see take up a whole page.
Mm-hmm. That image is actually worth a whole page.
Right? Meh. Well, you got anything else?
No.
All right, let's go make some comics. We didn't create the comics that were featured in today's episode, but we did create these. Check out Ghost Assassin in the Cards and the Chihuahua Who Flew Away mini comic, both of which were written by me. The Chihuahua Who Flew Away was illustrated
by me.